to the 2018 Fall Festival Parade from Celebration Plaza in downtown Sulphur Springs. Here's KSST's Jim Rogers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fall Festival Parade, an exciting day for a parade here on Celebration Plaza as we watch the parade coming from Buford Park down Connolly Street, and the parade led today by law enforcement as always, law enforcement present taking care of traffic in our area here. And as we round the curve, the Sulphur Springs City Police leading the parade, followed by the color guard made up of members of the military coalition here in Hopkins County riding today. And then Sulphur Springs Dodge, one of the official sponsors of this parade, and of course Jeff Shelton is the Grand Marshal of the parade. He's riding in a rather large Ram 2500. Black pickup as he makes his way around, kind of raised up on a nice looking vehicle, 4x4. And our next vehicle in the parade, celebrating a lot of things in life here in Hopkins County, Sulphur Springs Dodge. Individuals selling Dodges and participating in the parade. And now truckload of young people coming around the curve here. Lewis Tatum, Hopkins County Sheriff, driving this white Dodge with his daughter Alina and grandchildren in the back. Here is Operation Victor Echo Tango, never forgetting the service of those in the military. As let's celebrate the POWs. Candy coming through here. They're having an all-you-can-eat barbecue on November the 10th at the Regional Civic Center. And our next vehicle, a hayride theme for that barbecue. Hopkins County Fall Festival, Brianna Hicks coming through, the reigning cover girl. Main Street Uncorked, we are reminded of an event that will take place this afternoon here on Celebration Plaza. And here is Hopkins County Senior Miss Hopkins County Queen Mary Ivy. Nicholas Custom Homes, display of a dollhouse on their truck with children inside playing. And now a very large gap featured in our parade as we await a lot of activities, of course, going on today. We would remind you of all the things here in Sulphur Springs. Uncorked this afternoon, 4 until 9, and then going on all day today at the Regional Civic Center grounds is benefit for children. Very important benefit, aiding children in medical needs. As a matter of fact, they had an event Thursday night at Backstory Brewery that included the CEO of St. Jude's Hospital. They were very pleased to have the guest, and very exciting time for some of the work that's going on here in Hopkins County with Masonic lodges from across the county joining together for this benefit for children going on at the Regional Civic Center. And here's a mom pushing her little one through, and of course that's one of the, who I think that is, Sulphur Rock Creek Health and Rehab going through here as they celebrate this day, making sure everybody gets through the area. Now we have a four-wheeler pulling a hayride, doing the most good. Salvation Army getting ready. They're ringing bells and have their buckets ready for this Christmas season. They'll be out at various locations here in our city. Tolliver Ford represented in the parade today, and here's one of the sculpted hay bales made out to look like a piggy bank. And exciting time at by Red River Credit Union. And here is Backstory Short Bus black and white bus made ready for Halloween with Dr. Lennington riding and a little hayride for children and adults. JS Auto Repair. Truck full of little ones enjoying their opportunity to be in a parade. Number of people lining the streets here along Conley, and further down Conley we can see a larger number of people, and then there's a nice number of people here on the square. Some people watching the parade from their residence here on the square. Here is a black pickup with a huge orange and black spider on top, and somewhat scary looking spider there, as Texas Best Termite and Pest Control reminds you of what they can get rid of in your home. Many of these entries in the parade throwing out candy for boys and girls that are being picked up by moms and dads. And I have a feeling this is going to be perhaps Don Lalo's. It looks like their mascot riding on a float in our parade. And it is Don Lalo's Mexican food here in Sulphur Springs, represented with their catering truck, and then also with a hayride behind them. Don Lalo's himself there with the children enjoying their hayride and doing a little air guitar work, it looks like. Northeast Texas Storm Chasers, Alex Farrell and his crew. And the parade continues to come toward us. Now a great Jeep from Sulphur Springs Dodge Wrangler. Let's see who we have here as they make the curve. And this is the Fall Festival president, Tracy Dennis, and her friends with her today. Followed by a poster here from the East End Allegiance. Our youth, a survivor, a warrior, a fighter, as they celebrate their organization on the east end of our city and the youth that they support. And a number of those youth coming toward us. A Ram Dodge pickup. And again, these then, delighted to see them in the parade today. They have a great organization for education, enrichment, training, and mentoring. And here we are waiting for our next float, which will have royalty riding, a large crown, white float, and Dairy Festival Queen, Hopkins County Dairy Festival Queen, Caitlin Farrell. Caitlin looks like she's a little tenuous riding on that one, but lovely young lady and enjoying the parade today. Probably a little cool in that dress that she's wearing. And another float with a number of kids on that. And this one made up to look like fall in Hopkins County with horses, tractors, cows, chickens, and everyone enjoying themselves and having a good time. We are standing here on Celebration Plaza across the street from Corner Grub House and the Corner Grub House catering vehicle, the next entry in our parade. Followed by a classic Chevrolet pickup. Lovely blue pickup, Silverado, from, I'm not sure the year on that, probably 50s, early 60s, I would think. Next up, a group of young people, SSCD on their sweatshirts as they come through our area here, and this is Sulphur Springs Center for Dance, as these young people are riding, some walking along, but all enjoying their time in the parade today. Great exercise, obviously. And a second group of dancers as they make their way through our area. Tumbling and dance at Sulphur Springs Center for Dance. And an enthusiastic entry here in our parade. And this is Rico Alexander for County Clerk, followed by a trailer load of young people supporting Democratic candidates. Saltillo, FCCLA. Large number of students walking along today, carrying bags of candy that they're sharing with the children on the side. And a truckload of students from Saltillo. J. Hodge Chevrolet sponsoring the vehicle they're riding in. Now Central Baptist Church coming along. Central Baptist Church with a, looks like a Lego float. Lego man standing in the back of the vehicle, and then a Lego trailer. Their motto, Lego Legot. And here comes a tractor made up to, in a unique way with some dairy balloons on this particular tractor, celebrating Hopkins County and all that Hopkins County is. Nice little float behind, as it says, eat more beef instead of eat more chicken. And this sponsored by cover girl contestant number 2, Heather Bowen. The Jeep Club of Sulphur Springs making their way through our area. This group enjoys the outdoors and the excitement. Here's a Jeep that really proves it with all the mud all over that particular Jeep. Looks like that one has been out having a good time. Jeep Club here in Sulphur Springs has a large membership. A lot of young people, and they certainly enjoy the outdoors and their time with their vehicles that can go on almost any kind of terrain. Kaz, one of the individuals in that particular Jeep. And more Jeeps. White, red, and black seems to be the popular color for these. And this Jeep Club member has 3 flags, the American, 4 flags actually, American flag, Texas flag, and others. Still have a few more Jeeps coming through. None of them driving a Grand Cherokee. They're all sporting Jeeps, most of them with a little mud on. and a lot of personality. That Jeep that just passed had Bossy written on the front of it, so obviously personality being described. And we're coming to the end of this group of Jeeps that are making their way through our parade. Fall's a great time of year to get out and to enjoy the great outdoors, and this group certainly does. Our next group coming along, another truck pulling a trailer with hay. And of course this one is Kylie Murray, contestant number 3. Contestants seem to just blow through here. Everything else takes its time, but the contestants make their way through very quickly, and they're going to a parade of the Jeep show at the Civic Center for Help a Child. And that Help a Child at the Civic Center today, a very big activity. Tractor pull this morning and some other activities throughout the day. Barbecue contest. Of course, Fall Festival has activities going on this week with Cover Girl contestants competing on Tuesday, and then on Friday and Saturday a large number of activities out around the Civic Center grounds. And Fall Festival, an exciting time. Here's the Artist Center of Dance. They're actually performing arts, dance one of those. And of course, everyone knows that Stewfest is coming up as well. Not a part of the Fall Festival, but taking place during the time of the Fall Festival. The Hopkins County Stewfest, always an exciting time for everyone. And Corvette show next Saturday as well here on the grounds of the Celebration Plaza. Also not a part of the Fall Festival, but taking place on the same weekend. JR Services and Air Conditioning with a nice float of for a hayride. Smart Tech in the parade, Home Solutions. Of course, satellite and technology, a big part of what they do. And here's a float with the Dish Kangaroo, Sling, and others. And here's the Cushman. Cushman having their state meet here in Sulphur Springs, and they're riding their moving right along as they come. Quite a group of fellows as they love these vehicles. Scavenging parts is a big part of their work, I think, trying to find parts that fit these, but they've really dressed them up and made them look nice, and they have a good time on these. And now another gap in our parade as we await the next set of floats. Still more parade to come as we look down Conley Street. Nice day for a fall parade. Not too cold, not too warm, just a comfortable temperature. Not raining today, we're grateful for that. Sun's beginning to find its way out, turning into a beautiful day for a parade. Looks like we have a group of warriors making their way through here. Celebrating fall, celebrating life together. Melba's Creations coming through. Star Wars characters. A few Jedi warriors here I see. Even a stormtrooper as they celebrate Star Wars. Our next vehicle coming with again, a trailer with hay and a lot of people there. This is Girl Scouts celebrating their time together and celebrating this with courage, confidence, and character, making the world a better place. Paris Junior College represented in our parade. Number of students riding along in the pickup. East Texas Physical Therapy. Their four-wheeler, nice little four-wheeler they've got decked out, and some of their employees following along. East Texas Physical Therapy, a large part of our community. Our sports director, Don Julian, has been a recipient of some of their work in rehab after he tore his Achilles. East Texas Physical Therapy, one of the larger rehab facilities in our area. And they do a lot of house calls, according to the number of cars that we're watching come through here. There's at least 10 of them, I think. And we continue to have East Texas Physical Therapy vehicles passing by. Throwing candy out to squealing children. They're having a good time. City National Bank has a beautiful display on their grounds. Really a nice throwback in history to a time when things were a lot easier and quieter. Two men sitting on a park bench, one sitting in a chair, looks like he's talking to the crows there. Boy on a bicycle, girls on a seesaw. It's just a real lovely, attractive feature. You might want to come downtown and see that. They also have a hay sculpture with the Tin Man. And another float making the rounds here is this is the cover girl contestant Ashley Aguilar from North Hopkins. Nice little hay ride for her friends. And I have a feeling that may be a plumber. Not sure. Didn't have a sign on it. They lost their sign. And more coming in our parade. Another float coming up. This one with balloons. White and maroon box covered with balloons. Let's see who we have here. This is construction and restoration. A lot of businesses represented in this parade. And here is Saltillo FFA celebrating their time in learning and studying. Doodlebug Lane Child Care. And Soccer Rocks. Here comes one of our soccer teams from our area as they remind everyone entering the fall and spring soccer seasons. Young ladies look like they're ready for a game. And now we see some tractors coming our way. And of course, what would a fall festival parade be without that which harvests the work of the fall? Waiting on these tractors. I think these tractors may be the last part of our parade as a fire truck is making its way behind us here. Streets are blocked, but still made open in such a way that emergency vehicles can access all parts of town. City does a good job of making sure that happens. This tractor coming toward us, one of the larger tractors that you would have in our area, multi-row tractor. This one covering both lanes of Connolly Street without any difficulty. Bright lights and caution lights as well. This one has a series of 4 wheels on front, 4 wheels on back as it makes, this John Deere makes its way around. That would be a grand tractor to do a lot of plowing if you needed to do some row crops in the area, silage. If I had a tractor like that, I'd want to go north and either have corn or go west and have cotton. Another tractor just a little smaller, family sitting in the cab of that tractor in comfort. I didn't see his TV, but I have a feeling there's probably one in there. And a second tractor coming toward us, actually the third of our series, but a second in the sense that it's like the one just before it. All of these are John Deere tractors. Equipment needed on farms in Hopkins County. These are a little larger than many of the smaller ranchettes, if you please, of Hopkins County today. A lot of large tractors here, John Deere 7230R. And here's range feeder pulling the light project of League Street Church of Christ and also Iglesia de Cristo. And a Massey Ferguson small tractor, one of the older tractors, pulling a welding rig. And a small Massey Ferguson behind that one, wanting to join us after the parade at the Hopkins County Civic Center for a FFA Shop Project Show and auction and tractor pull and all the events that are going on. And grocery supply. We would not have a parade in Sulphur Springs without an entry from grocery supply. Their large delivery trucks making its way around the corner, and these guys know how to drive. They can put that truck around the corner without any difficulty. Always have. Fire trucks following up, volunteer fire departments from across the county making their way through the parade as well. Tyra Volunteer Fire Department.
Dylan, smile and wave.
And speaking through their speaker system they have, reminding their guys to smile and wave. This is again the Tyra Fire Department making its way through. Brinker Fire Department and one of the larger engines from the Brinker Department. And they're followed by another large engine. We'll see which one that is, but this is the Brinker Fire Department. Large pumper engine, this in memory of the Ringler family. And this large engine coming through is Hopkins County Fire Department from Station 20. One of the nice engines that the county has provided our firemen here. Arbela Fire Department. And EMS also following up, and it looks like the EMS workers and perhaps an 18-wheeler behind them will be the conclusion of our parade. There's one more truck coming and making his way through. We're glad that you've joined us for this presentation of the Fall Festival Parade, and who better to end the Fall Festival Parade than Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, a sponsor of so many things here in Hopkins County and one of the good friends of KSST Radio as well. We appreciate Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op. We appreciate the fall season and the festivities that we celebrate as a part of Hopkins County Fall Festival. A lot of activities. We encourage you to participate in those activities, and of course you can see video highlights of many of the activities on KSSTradio.com and on our YouTube site, KSST Radio. Doug Haston has videotaped this presentation. I'm Jim Rogers. We're glad that you've joined us today. Thank you, Matt Jansen, for keeping us on the air. We hope you have a great Saturday and a great time at the Hopkins County Fall Festival this week. Matt, back to you.